All right, we live. Um,
Get ready for morning tea with Mika Diamond.
I didn't put my.
oh,
It's a hot cup of news with your girl Mika Diamond. Pour yourself a cup. It's morning tea.
yo, 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 yo! It's the Morning Tea Radio Show. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm so excited today. What about you, ladies?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Listen, y'all, we are so excited. So we're gonna tune in. I mean, we're gonna allow some people to hop on. I know it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Y'all know I love me a Women's Worth Wednesday. Women's Worth Wednesday. So while we jump in, I'm gonna allow these amazing ladies to hop in and tell us who they are. Like, who are y'all?
Oh wow! I'm that girl, your favorite girl, Miss Kimberly, coming out of
Hey, Kim.
Yes. Hey y'all.
And who else do we have on the live?
My name is Rebecca Davis. I am the Miss Unmute Yourself Queen. If you didn't know,
Yes.
didn't know, that's who I am.
Listen, if you didn't know, and you need to know, you need
Right?
to know. You need to know. So shout out to everybody who was rocking with us on this morning. Listen, these are my new co-hosts, and I'm so excited. And I'm excited because, listen, if you don't know them, you know, we always have authentic conversations and we talk about any and everything. And one thing I like to do, as the young folks say, keep it 100.
Keep it 100.
All the way real.
Yes.
Clock it.
Clock it. Look, I be getting my fingers mixed up.
I know.
I just, whichever one I think about at the time, I just do it.
Y'all help a sister out. Help a sister out. Look, because I be seeing people do this.
I've seen this and I've seen this. So I don't know.
I don't know either, but we gonna get it together. So let me start inviting some people to the live. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Kim. What do you do? Who are you? We know you Miss Kim, but tell us a little bit about Miss Kim.
That's right. Put some respect on that name, baby. Miss Kim. I am. Oh wow. I'm in transition, but I'm a retired CEO of an event business called Party Apostle Rentals and More. And now I am an empowerment coach, an event coordinator for sold out events.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a first time author. Okay. And I'm just that girl. You know, it's so much about me, but you know, it's just listen. What you want to know? Just ask me. I'm Miss Kim. Okay.
What you want to know?
I'm the one who I'm that girl who say what you really want to say or what you're thinking. That's right.
Oh, okay. Come on with it then. Say what you. And Rebecca, listen, Rebecca is a jack of all trades. However, she's intentional with everything that she is doing and she's a part of. So give some information about you. We're gonna talk about all the things that has been going on the last couple of weeks. But for those who really don't know and need to know, tell them who you are, Rebecca.
Who I am, first off, is a girl's girl. You know, so many people say that, but they only say that unless they're a girl's girl until you start surpassing them. And then it becomes, but I'm one of those women that I'm a clap louder than I'm a clap for you louder than you clap for you. Yeah. I want everybody to win. I want everybody to live and just be their best selves. I'm the owner of Tax Time Express, been in business for 20 years. This upcoming year, I will be celebrating my 20th year in the tax space. That's something that most people can't say because this industry is just so, but I did it and I help others do it. I help others get out of their own way and I help others just live in their truth and live in their light. So many people dim their light and do that. And I help people to not do that because I did it for so long. So no, we're shining bright. If they can't take you, tell them to put on some glasses.
Baby, put them shades on, baby.
Exactly.
Look. I'm gonna get it right.
Don't hype me up this early.
I'm gonna get it right. So we definitely appreciate everybody who's rocking with us. Do us a favor, share the live, invite some people to the live. We know that this is our first since I have been on a sabbatical, but I'm so excited to be consistent with the morning tea. So if you have anybody who wants to hop on, if you want commercial advertising, if you want us to do a business shout out, we definitely have opportunities for you to be able to do that. But if this is your first time tuning into the morning tea, we are 9 years in this, 8 years, almost 9 years in this thing, right?
Okay.
So we got this down to a science. And if anybody knows me, you know, I am very particular about who and not only on the show as far as guests, but also who represents themselves first, but then also represent radio. And I just felt like they were such an amazing spirit to be able to join, and we will have authentic conversation. People don't like fluff no more, right?
They don't, baby. Fluff.
Feel Holyfield. They don't want you to just say you on a platform, but give us the good, the bad, and the ugly on how you got there. And so we're gonna have some amazing conversations. Matter of fact, today's conversation, the morning tea topic is lessons brewed in 2025. What this year taught us. Right. And I know it has taught other people, right? I know y'all, look, Rebecca, Kim, I know y'all have been through some things this year. And so people see the glitz and the glam, but they don't understand what happens behind the scenes of all of these things, right? So I'm excited about talking about that. But if this is your first time tuning into the morning tea, we utilize the platform for business entrepreneurs, those who are wanting to grow in their network. If you have an event coming up and you want more people in the seats, we definitely have the opportunity to do that for you to hop on. But most importantly, we have authentic conversations. I always like to say grown folks talk. Grown folks talk.
Grown folks.
Like Kim say, we talk
grown
about
women.
Don't want to talk about, right?
Yes.
But we need to. So our morning tea topics are very authentic. They relate to somebody. And I always say, if this has not happened to you, if this experience haven't knocked on your door, keep on living. Because you just never know when it will. And so I'm excited about today. So Rebecca went on a trip last week.
Always tripping.
Had me thinking I was in the waves, and then had her thinking that Kim was actually on the beach.
On the island.
Yeah. Just looking too. Just was looking. Because there's no telling about her. It's no telling.
I might just pop up on you, baby.
No telling. So tell us, where did you go, Rebecca? Where you went, girl?
I went to St. Thomas.
Okay.
That was my first time there. And I hadn't been because the pictures, y'all, I was like, oh, no, I don't think. But when I tell y'all, St. Thomas is as close to international that, like, if you want to go international but can't for whatever reason, go there.
Okay.
Because you couldn't tell me I was not at an international, like, resort.
Wow. Okay. How far is it on the plane? How long is the plane ride?
If you go, because they have a 2-hour time difference, that's another reason why. So they're 2 hours ahead of us. So altogether, it's probably like 6 hours if you do straight through. But because it's a 2 hour, they're 2 hours ahead. But actually 6 hours. Yeah. So I'll take that.
Well, I love the fact, and I think it's the importance of you taking time away. To reset, to restore, to refresh, to get your mind thinking. And I always, my end of the year after we do share the feast, I'm like, okay, now my mind is mentally preparing for 2026, but I need to just relax my mind for a second in order for me, one, listen to the whispers of God and what he's telling me about what's up and coming or what I should do. And then two, you just need to reflect, right? You need to reflect on what happened this year. What were the good things? What were the bad things? What were some of the things that you need to change for 2026, especially when it comes to business and people, places, and things? Like, who don't need to come?
I need to take a trip then. I need to take a trip. I might be gone for the rest of the year.
You a staycation somewhere, Kim. Just go on a staycation.
Listen, I don't know.
I'm telling you, it works. So, Kim, tell us what you've been having going on.
Well, what I got going on, I got a holiday experience that's coming up December the 13th. Yeah, got some amazing vendors on the line. One of the vendors that's going to be there, I'm rocking these pure Gemini.
Come on.
Right here, it's a Gemini thing, 6/13 is my birthday, in case y'all want to write that down. But yeah, I got that going on. Just recently retired, like I say, from decorating. going more into the coaching and mentoring, doing my women empowerment events, looking forward to the conference next year. I got my book coming out next year.
Come on, book
and,
release.
I just got some news this morning for something else, but I'm gonna hold that. I'm gonna hold that little piece of information. But so I'm excited. I am just excited. Just finished the Rebecca Davis 5-day Unmute Yourself challenge. And baby, listen, I was already vocal, baby, but now it's like, girl, bye.
She unmute. You got to mute Kim back. Now I'm just joking.
Right.
you got to press a button every
But
now
I
and
do
then.
it in love. I do it in love, though. I do it in love. I love people. I love people. I may not like you, but I'm gonna love you because God said I gotta love you. But
love you out loud.
In Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. Well, just want to give a shout out to everybody who is on YouTube, as well as if you are on Facebook, rock with us this morning. So my mama is on. So shout out to Pernella Morris. That is my mother, my ride or die chick, my bestie. She on here talking about, you go, Rebecca. Mama say, we see you, Kim. That's
all right. You ain't in them streets yet.
She at home. And shout out to all of you who are on Facebook Live. We got Tasha, we got Jessica who's on, we got Marva out of Oklahoma that's on, Kiara is on. So shout out to y'all for rocking with us this morning. Do us a favor, share the live, invite some people, at least invite 3 people to the live, because we're gonna have an amazing, authentic conversation on today, talking about the lessons that we learned in 2025. So we're gonna get into a segment real quick, just because we need to do what we do. But however, y'all stay locked in, because this conversation, I would love to get some feedback, and I know my girls would love to get feedback as well. So we're gonna go into a commercial break. We got some entertainment news, we got some stuff that we're gonna talk about, and then we got some stuff from Miss Kim and Miss Rebecca. All right, y'all keep it locked right there. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
It's your girl Mika Diamond right here on the Morning Tea Radio Show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now it's time for entertainment news, the tea gossip segment right here on the Morning Tea Radio Show.
All right, y'all. So it is a tea gossip segment of the show. It's where we talk about all things entertainment. And if you know my mama sends me all things entertainment. However, this one I actually found on my own, y'all. I found it on my own. So shout out to me for finding my own. So check this out, y'all. This is very interesting. And for those in the comments, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Mika Diamond Media, if you wherever you at, Morning Tea Radio Show, Kim Page, wherever you are, give us some feedback. So a not guilty but not innocent Georgia teacher, Adriana Cobb Williams, found not guilty of sexually assault after kissing her student. So check this out. Former Monroe Comprehensive High School teacher was found not guilty of sexual contact with a ex-student, Jaquan Maddox, after a 3-day trial, October 29th through the 31st. So on October 30th, the jurors heard conflicted audio statements from Maddox. In one recording, he denied that he and Cobb Williams had sexual intercourse. In another, he alleged that they had both sexual and oral intercourse. Meanwhile, in audio shared by Cobb Williams, she was heard admitting that she and Maddox had feelings for each other and that she kissed him several times, but firmly maintained that they never became sexual. The following day, Friday, October 31st, at around 11 o'clock a.m., Cobb Williams took the stand to testify on her own behalf. During her testimony, she admitted to kissing Maddox, but denied having sexual or oral intercourse with him. So there's more to the story, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
More to the story. The guy was actually telling her that he needed money. So there's transactions where she was giving him money to stop saying anything about the kiss that they had with each other. So in other words, boy, you've been using this woman for money, and now that she didn't stop giving you money, now you went and shared.
Yeah, you want to
you want to share. But I'm upset with the teacher. I'm upset with the teacher because why is you kissing on a student? Why?
Yeah, all these single women out here? What the single women, single men? What the hell is like? Come on.
Why
But
are you?
say this, y'all? Let me say this, and Lord, I know I'm just keep it real.
Yeah, keep it real.
Many years ago, I used to sub, and I said I'm gonna go sub at the high school because it's just easier, right?
Yeah.
Now those kids are just not like the 12th graders, 11th, 12th, you know. And at that time, I was probably like 26, and so it's not right. But a lot of times they come so mature, and they come and wow, you look so nice, and why you and this and this and that. And you have to have strong set boundaries. The women and the men, the young ladies and the young men, they know what they're doing. And if you're a younger teacher too, trust me, they shoot their shots, but you still have to have boundaries and not do it with babies. Yeah. So I think
that's important because you got to stand firm. And then, so we don't even know the background of the teacher. Maybe she's been yearning for some attention from somebody, and based on the upbringing, based on the lifestyle, sometimes, if we can be honest, sometimes a woman will prefer a younger man rather than somebody, especially if you're in a certain position. Although I'm like you, Rebecca, you got to stand ground and
listen. Now check this out. You know, back in my past life, I used to be an elementary school teacher. And this little boy, I'm standing in the hallway. He ran up to me, hit me on the behind. I'm just standing there like, now, do I chase him down and chokehold him, or do I just file charges? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I wonder where he is today, Lord Jesus.
Bless his heart. Ain't no telling. And then Jay, shout out to Jay who's on. She said, let's not forget the woman is married. So she's married. So you out here kissing your student, got a whole husband.
A whole husband. A whole husband.
So it's like it was consensual. It was consensual. He took advantage. When she stopped paying, he said, I'm gonna go tell it.
Exactly. And that's the thing.
You know, some people like the adventure of it all.
Yeah.
You know, baby, role player, do something with your man at home or something like, you know, break in your own house or something.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking like it has to be, but however, we go back to what Rebecca said. Yeah. You have to set boundaries because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you're gonna be the one that falls. Right. You're risking your livelihood. Now you were positioned to go to jail, positioned to have a record. So is it worth it? Is it?
I know
that it's not worth all of that. So for me, it's just like, okay, those are the things that you have to think about. And we don't even know if she have kids. Like these are the things that you have to think about, the investment of it all. So you're going through all of these things.
That's sad.
For a kiss. I mean, it's not that serious.
No, it's not.
So,
and it probably was more. They probably just came to. They just probably agree. Let's just say it's this to keep my job and
for sure.
Too late now.
Yeah. Late. It's out there, and the trial is set. The trial is happening. The trial.
Or they can try to label her as like a predator type sex offender. They're gonna try to label her as it.
Yep, of course they are. You know, that's definitely gonna be on her record. It's definitely gonna be on her record. So listen, y'all, we're gonna get into this. Pass the mic for a hot second, and then we're gonna come back. We got some, we talked about it earlier, but we got some ruffle your feathers. We got some ruffle your feathers, and then we got some unmute, and then we're going to get into the morning tea topic. So y'all make sure that you don't go nowhere. Stay locked in with us. We got so much more to talk about. Shout out to everybody who's sharing the live, inviting. I see y'all. We see y'all. We'll be right back with the unmute yourself as well as the ruffle your feathers segment.
Oh, let the church say, It's gonna be my year that I break every cycle. Let me testify my right hand on the Bible. They threw me away, but I'm glad I recycled. Trucking in the morning, but I made it through the night, man. He put you in the dark to see your light work. Die just for you, that's what your life worth. So go ahead and let your light work. Let it shine. But the church say, you agree with everything that I'm saying, If you agree with everything that he's saying, it's gonna be my year. I'm blessed, no stress.
y'all. We are back on the Morning Tea Radio Show. Listen, that is my jam.
Love
That's my
that
jam
song.
for 2025. Let's first say amen. If you know me,
Amen.
every bit, I'm rocking that song.
Amen.
If you know me, you'd have heard it 50 million times. But listen, we got a segment that's coming up, and I'm gonna let her introduce her segment. Miss Kim has a segment, and I'm excited about it. So go ahead, Miss Kim.
Oh, all right then. Miss Kim, my segment is called Ruffle Your Feathers. Okay. And just know everything that come out of my mouth, you know, that's my disclaimer is I say things in love, okay? Because I love the people. I love the people. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. But yeah, so my segment is gonna be called Ruffle the Feathers. And you know, I didn't know I was going next. So
Look, you keep slapping your hand like
listen. You know, I thought about it this morning. I was like, okay, you know, what I'm gonna bring to the people. And then I was like, no, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. And then I said, you know what? Well, the things that was done to me or whatever, they wouldn't worry about my feelings, you know. And so it's like, you know, I'm just gonna say it. But what do y'all think about? Y'all help Miss Kim understand something. If I'm your friend, okay, you my friend, we rocking and we kicking it, and we friends with another person, right? We all friends. But then the other friend treat me a certain kind of way. You witness that, okay? And I'm like, okay, I'm done with her. You already know how I am. That wasn't cool. If I couldn't, you know, I'm done with her. And so you decide, will you come to me and you say, hey, if I'm friends with her, will you still be my friend? I said, well, I'm glad you asked because Miss Kim like to come and ask me, right? I said, boop, 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 boop. No. So you made your choice. So am I wrong for saying, hey, I can't be cool with you if you cool with my ops? I don't roll like that. I don't roll like that. So can y'all give me some feedback? I mean, you know, what y'all think about that? I can't be friends with you if you friends with my ops, because now I got to watch both of y'all. No, I'm not gonna do that.
So that's the ruffle your feathers. So listen, and that may ruffle some feathers. So y'all
I don't care.
in the comments, share.
Y'all come in.
Yeah, come in. Let us know how for this particular segment, the ruffle your feathers, or even if you have a ruffle feather moment, if something ruffles your feathers, post it in the comments so we can know.
Am I wrong for that?
What it is, and then respond to Miss Kim. What is it about ruffle? So what is ruffling feathers though? Let's just say that. Let's just answer that question first.
It's like talking about stuff that people be thinking, but
don't
say because they're afraid of what somebody may say or how they may feel. And I'm that girl, like I said earlier, you know, I've been known to be the one. Kim has said, Kim would do it, you know. And it's like, well, you was thinking it, I just said it, you know. And it's like, don't judge people. Like, you know, don't treat people any kind of way. We all got our own perspective of things, you know. What works for you may not work for me. You know, just like it's okay to be different, right?
Yeah,
it's okay to be different and be you. You know, I learned that in Rebecca's challenge. Just be you, because I truly believe people love the authenticity of you. Like, listen, don't be mad because I don't like fountain Sprite. Now I'll drink it in the can, but don't get me no Sprite out the fountain.
But don't judge me.
The fountain ruffles your feathers.
Just because I drink Sprite, put it in a can. I don't want it from the fountain. Okay. And don't be mad.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just don't be mad when people are being who they are. Accept people. You know, we ain't got to like everybody, because I know everybody don't like me, and that's cool, because I got enough energy, baby. Y'all know how I wake up in the morning. That's fine. But I'm gonna love you anyway, you know.
Yeah.
But
well, let me get into some of the comments. So some of the comments. So Amari said, Miss Kim, you're not wrong. I would have done the same. I don't roll like that either. Yeah. Jay said, I think access has to change, not necessarily stop being friends. And then Sherry, shout out to Sherry. I stand by you, Kim. I'm the same. And then Yolanda says, I have had the same situation a few times. And although I did not cut them off completely, I did take huge step backs, like they were no longer a part of my inner circle. We still remain cordial, friendly, and supportive, but I protected my space. So I
could be cordial, but I mean, I can be cordial. I ain't gonna just run up on you and start fighting, you know. I mean, I'm gonna be cordial, but I'm not gonna be hee and ha ha. Hey, how you doing? Because I don't care. I mean, I'm not gonna be
Kim, is it mainly because you're not sure? You know what this person did to me, and if that means then now you're okay with being cool after what she done to me, then how did you really feel about me? Or are you more worried about like now what's gonna be the conversation between you? Okay.
I think that's the main thing. I think the main thing is that the trust factor, because you may have a type of way about this individual and their love for you, and when they are when they're a part of things that has taken place with other people, your mindset is that they love you enough to not have for you to question them and their integrity and the value of the relationship that you both have. So
the friendship, loyalty, the sister loyalty, you know, I'm not saying you ain't got to like them, because this particular individual and, you know, whatever, you know, she asked me how I would feel about it. And I'm glad she did. And I told her. So, you know, but it is what it is at the end of the day. I mean, you know.
So did that did give you some type of piece that she did ask you, but even after she asked and you gave her the answer, nothing you felt like it still didn't resolve.
Girl, listen, I'm like, look, girl,
we ain't doing that.
Look, girl. Look, girl.
All right, Miss Rebecca. Miss Rebecca has a segment as well. We've been talking about unmute all day, all morning. We've been talking about unmute, and this is a movement that Rebecca started. So Rebecca has an unmute your segment, y'all. And listen, we want y'all's feedback on, you know, if you've ever been stuck in a space where you felt like you couldn't voice yourself and be your authentic self, as Kim said. So Rebecca, tell us about this unmute yourself.
So unmute yourself, for those that have been following. For me, it started because I sat muted for so long. And I've told this story so many times. I sat muted for so long. And again, it wasn't a confidence thing. It wasn't it wasn't scared. It wasn't because I don't have the problem with talking. But what I did is when I found that I would go around certain people, or I would try to, you know, conversate with certain people, it was so much meaner energy, it was so much cattiness, it was so much this or that. And to where I just said, you know what, let me just stay to myself. But what I realized is that sometimes your light can be so bright, people just can't handle it. So what they do is they try to downplay you, or they try to, you know, make you feel less than who you are, or whatever. So what I had to realize is that being quiet, and I tell people this now, being quiet, you're just doing yourself a disservice. You have something inside you that somebody needs, and if you keep it shelved in, nobody will never know. Now, the fact that I see people on social media showing up, speaking, going live, talking about their good deeds, bragging on themselves, popping their stuff, because it's easy for a nothing person to encourage you to be nothing, because they don't want to step up and be something. So if y'all can be nothing together, that's easier for them. So that's why I tell people now, pop your stuff, talk about those accolades. If somebody says you're bragging, that's because they just don't know what it feels like to win. So of course they're gonna think that everything is bragging.
It ain't bragging if it's true, right? It ain't bragging if it's true.
Exactly. And sometimes unmuting yourself can mean for me, it can mean a whole different thing. It can also mean that sometimes we get tired of being a bigger person. Just be the bigger person and overlook it and turn the other cheek. No, take it to hell. If it requires that, take it there. And that's why I am with it now, because people are going to stop playing with you. They'll play with you. And then when you stand up and start speaking, and then now they're the victim. Right. Now you're the you mean and you this. No, so all the time it's not about turning the other cheek or being a bigger person. Sometimes you have to just give it to them where they at. Like the saying says, tomorrow is not promised. That's why sometimes you gotta cuss people out today.
You ain't gonna pass. Don't give me no pass.
one of the things that I learned, and you know, I coach this, I tell people this all the time, like, you are responsible for you, right? Your response is your responsibility too. My friend Sheila says that all the time. Like, there's a way that, and so for me, I am growing to say what it is that I've always been this way, right? My mama, my daddy, they can tell you I've always been one to get it straight and say what I need to say. However, in growing, I'm learning that some things you're not gonna change. So when I'm telling you what it is, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna protect me, my emotions, my peace, my brain, my thoughts. I don't even want to consider you a factor. Some things based on the relationship, absolutely. I will, you know, whatever I need to do. But sometimes it's just like, you know what, it ain't it, because you're not gonna change. That's who you are. Other people been telling you these things about yourself, and you just been ignoring. But I am a firm believer in, if you got to say something, and if you are something, and I can't say attest for myself, that I used to have, like, when it came to my accolades, I used to, even now, I felt like I didn't want to boast about things, right? And so I kind of shied away from, well, yeah, these things happen, but you know, that's all good. But now I'm just like, y'all gonna put some respect on me.
Listen, that's why it's Miss Kim, okay?
But
that's a form of being muted. You don't even want to say your accolades, or you downplay when they say, "Oh, you did this." Well, because I have that. Oh yeah, but it was just I did that.
Yeah, you did because you that girl.
Absolutely. And my price is gonna reflect, because that as well. Like, you know, we ain't gonna get into that. However, I'm glad that this movement that you, because when you did the challenge, like, it really opened up the mind, the heart of and change. Like, to witness the changes of people was so amazing to be able to see. So listen, y'all follow Rebecca on this new challenge and what she has, because she is definitely creating an atmosphere, a community of people that are gaining security in themselves, where at one point they felt insecure, and now allowing, you know, God to show up and for them to be all that He has called them to be, and not hide it behind whatever it is that you are, including myself. Because 2026, listen.
Listen.
It's all
Listen. If you don't like it, just unfriend, unfollow, mute, whatever, baby. Go on.
It's happening. God did say for us to be quiet about what He gave us. He did not tell us to do that. So listen, I'm showing out.
Listen, the oil has been activated.
Listen. All right, y'all. So shout out to everybody who's rocking it with us. We're going to get into this short song. But when we come back, we're going to get into our morning tea topic. Listen, this morning tea topic, and I want everybody to just have a moment while we're listening to the music to just reflect on some things that you that you learned in 2025, and put them in the comments. Like, maybe what you put in the comments may remind me of something that I learned, or it didn't even know I learned it until you put it in the comments. So we're going to get into the short song by DLS Music and the Martians, titled Dirty. Those who have been listening to the Morning Tea Radio Show, you know this is one of my jams as well. So y'all keep rocking with us. Keep sharing the live. Keep inviting people, because when we come back, we're going to get into this Morning Tea topic, and you do not want to miss it.
Oh my God, it's your song. Oh my God, turn it up. DLS Music, YSL, Freddie Fontaine, we Martians, let go.
To really clean me up, 'cause I was dirty. You got me out the bed, 'cause I was dirty. Walking around thinking like I wasn't dirty. Say you rush the roulette with your grace and mercy, 'cause I'm sorry, I wanna be clean. I don't know what other people doing that I need. That your brain is strong, I'm free. Now that I'm free, you got a vessel out of me. I'm so glad you cleaned me up. You got me out the mud, 'cause I was dirty. Walking around faking, why you rushing roulette with your grace? Well, I never testified. But it's a Saturday, I was doing what I wanted. Come Sunday morning, you can find me on that organ. But I wasn't clean on the inside. Like everybody else, church was the place to hide. Communion came, so I took it. Didn't want to like I was. So grateful that you cleaned me up.
You had to clean me up, 'cause I was dirty. You got me out the mud. See, I was walking around faking, playing Russian roulette with your grace. Yeah.
All right, y'all, we back because I listened to that whole song. Listen, that whole song. So that is Dirty by the Martians. And I love the song because it talks about how sometimes we are in God's grace and mercy cleans us up. At one point, we was dirty. We may be dirty every single day. And just ask for God's grace, God's mercy, for him to clean us up, right? For people to see us, our authentic self, and see the goodness of God through the things that we have gone through, that we are going through. And so I love that song because it speaks to authenticity. It speaks to some days you may not be clean. However, God's grace, God's mercy allows us to replenish, to be white as snow. As he said. So I'm just excited, and I love that song because it just speaks to so many different things. So I love playing it. I love playing it. But this is the morning tea topic time of the show. This is the time where we have our authentic conversation, and we talk about things that, as we have talked about all morning, that people don't like to share, but people need to hear. You know what I mean? People need to hear, people need to witness. And sometimes people's perspective changes. Sometimes people's outlook on certain things change. Sometimes we have a self-reflection and be like, you know what? I didn't do that. Right. Yeah, and I need to go fix that. Right. I need to go fix that. And so I'm excited to have this conversation with Kim and Rebecca because I know that we have learned some things. And if you have learned some things, if you are in a time right now where you're learning things, where you're walking through, put some comments, let us know. Because I often sometimes we forget the small blessings, right? Yeah. Some of the lessons that we learn, sometimes those lessons are small, yet they are so large that we had no idea until we get to a certain place in the year in life. And like, you know what? That was a hard lesson, but I needed that lesson because now it has made me better. It has opened up my mind, my heart. Now I can see things from a different lens. And so excited about this conversation. So I'm going to discuss. So I'm going to talk about, because I actually tried to prepare for today by coming up and just talking. So let's just have open dialogue conversation of what were some of the lessons that Rebecca, what were some of the lessons that you learned in 2025?
2025 was a year. Y'all, 2025 was a year. So what I learned is that, first of all, I have to be human. And what I mean by that is my aunt passed in April. My aunt was like a second mom to me. And I'm the strong one. I'm the business owner. I'm the one showing up for everybody. I'm the one going, still seeing clients, doing this. And when I realized, it was like God shook me and was like, you're human. You're feeling this too. You have to feel it. My body just broke down. Like one day I just couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't comb my hair. I couldn't do nothing. And I had to realize, Rebecca, you're human. You can't always be the strong person, the superwoman, the this, the that for everybody. Yeah. You have to take time to feel this. And that's what I kept trying to do. I kept trying to shield it because I was like, if I stop now, I'm not going to get back up. It's going to take me to a place to where I'm not going to be able to come through. But I had to do that. And so what it taught me was that it's okay to not be the strong person. It's okay to need somebody to pray for me, to need somebody to pour into me and not always be the one that's doing it for everybody else. So, yes.
That's good. What about you, Kim?
Among a lot of things that I learned in 2025, but for the lack of time, I would say trust your gut.
That's good.
I like that. That's your inner soul, spirit, whatever you want to name it, that's speaking to you. Trust that gut. If it's about a person, a place, or a thing, trust it. For me, I found out that I went through situations, but then I heard my gut. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, dang. But for me, I think everybody is like me. Like, why would they do that? And I had to understand that everybody is not like me.
Yeah.
They may say it because we can make our mouth say anything, but it's the action. But trust your gut. That was the lesson for me, because some of the stuff I went through, I believe I could have avoided it if I just would have. I won't say I could have avoided it, because it had to be a part of my journey. Because if I didn't go through it, I wouldn't have met Mika and Rebecca. And that aspect of it. So let's don't get all turkey on me right quick, okay?
Yeah.
I had to go through that. But and the voice did whisper to me, like, okay. But because of God's grace, it's like, all right, she's gonna still go. I'm gonna have to take her a little longer. It's gonna take 40 years. And then we could have went on the backside. But in all seriousness, listen to your inner voice. And when you don't feel right about something, whether it's going somewhere, doing something, or a person, sit in that a little longer. And just sit in it a little longer, so you don't have to take the long way around. You know, but
that's good. I mean, and for me, I learned I learned a lot this year as well. And one of the biggest things that I've learned is to be okay with the release. Whatever that release is. Because oftentimes, especially for myself, you know, you have a heart to want to hold on to things, to people, places, and things, because sometimes you have a cloud, or you have something over your eyes that you don't want to see what actually is taking place before your eyes, right? And so sometimes you want to hold on to things that you know that either God has showed you, trust in the gut, that you know that God has revealed things to you, even though they're small, yet they are large. So being okay with the release, and being okay with allowing God to be who God is, right? And allowing the will of whatever it is that takes place. I truly in 2025 have been doing my best to align with what God says and being obedient, no matter with how I feel about it. No matter if it looks a certain type of way, but just putting 2 feet in front of the other and continuously doing that. And I see the results of the outcome because of my obedience. And so those are the things, those are some major things that happen for me. And also being okay with the release and how you are released.
It don't always feel good.
Right. And sometimes God don't say for you to say something. It's for you to release them from
He told me to be quiet
and keep going. Right.
Keep quiet.
He didn't tell you, me, or anybody else that we supposed to tell. He gonna take care of them how he is to take care of them. Right. And so those are some of the things, because I used to be, my mom could tell you, I could go off and I could really show who I am internally, but God has worked on me for some years. For me to change my overall perspective. And it had to happen for the release. It had to happen because my flesh wasn't going to release them. Until something happened where I had to release them. And so those are some of the things that I learned. So let's talk about business. Let's talk about some of the things that we learned in business this year, because we do have entrepreneurs that are on. We have those who are wanting to get into entrepreneurship. So let's talk about that. So Rebecca, what were some of the things that you learned in business that you're not going to take into 2026?
I'm not underpricing my value. I'm charging my worth and adding tax. If a person who just doesn't want to pay it, then they're just not my audience. Like I say, I'm releasing the cheap folk.
Know your work. Know your work behind the scenes.
I work too hard. I do too much. I invest in my craft. I'm not one of these people that just say, oh, I've been doing it, so I don't need to learn nothing else. No, I do a lot. I go above and beyond, and it's a price tag on that. And it just has to be. Everywhere else doesn't even do near what I do and charge triple. So it's just what it is. So that's what I learned. I have to be okay with charging my worth and adding tax.
For sure. What about you, Kim? Because I know you made a decision. You made a decision. So let's talk about that.
The decision to retire from decorating. But even in that, and still pursuing my next venture, I definitely will be charging my worth. And I used to joke and say, baby, you're going to have to pay to talk to me. But definitely charge your worth. And I don't work for free. I just don't. I mean, because that's such a burnout. And I think when it comes to family, friends, and people that you know, don't ask for discounts. Don't do that. Don't do that. Now, if I offer that to you, Okay,
Exactly.
God bless you. But don't come, pay me my money. Pay me my money. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't have me chasing you. You know you owe me. Pay me my money. Borrow means borrow. You're gonna give it back. And I know the Bible says we don't supposed to borrow if we gonna need it back, you know. But Lord, now that I know that, I still need my money from these people.
Because I didn't know before, but now I see it.
We were supposed to co-sign. We were supposed to be doing all of that. But so if y'all owe me my money, go on send it to me. But but just charging my worth and still just being providing excellence in any service, because I'm big on excellence with the sprinkle of Miss Kim humor.
Yeah, definitely. One of the things that I learned in business and I'm taking in 2026 is everybody is not your client.
Right.
Exactly. And so I'm doing a lot more vetting. Oftentimes I feel like sometimes I do more because I just want people to grow and I want to see them be successful. And sometimes those are the hardest people to work with because of whatever. Oftentimes I am also human, so I can admit some things you may have to share with me that will allow me to see things, right? To do better in. But just being more conscious of the people that I choose, people that I choose to work with. And that's one of the business things. And I'll tell anybody, you know, business entrepreneurship is just not easy. You're oftentimes going to be changing things. You're going to be changing. You're going to be uplifting. You're going to be relaunching. You're going to be rebranding, and just really being intentional about in the pursuit of permission. When I say that, I'm really in 2026, it's not going to be about the money. It's going to be about the oil.
Right.
It's going to be about the what I've been given and what I've been instructed to do with who I've been instructed to do it with.
That's right.
I'm not choosing. Because I feel like in some certain situations and certain circumstances, people don't do what you tell them to do. They do what they want to do. So I can show my level of expertise and how I can assist but anyway, so those are some of the things that I'm really praying about and asking God and seeking God's face in those decisions and things like that in 2026. But so let's talk about we've talked about business. We talked about what about self things that you want to change about yourself in 2026, that you've taken a self-reflection on yourself and said, you know what, this is what I need to change. I didn't do that right, and I need to change and do something different in 2026.
Ooh.
For me, first. Me,
I might think about that
one. Loving on me. Living on me from my head to my body, my soul, my taking care of myself, my health, my just all of it. Just loving on me, because I have put me last for so long to where now I used to feel guilty if I just want to take a day and not answer my phone. Or if I want to take a day and just not be bothered. You know, I have to hear all this subliminal stuff like, you know, Now I don't care. Because if I pass, when I get so many clients, y'all, and I'll be like, how did you hear about me? Oh, well, my tax pro, they died. So if that happens, they just gonna go to somebody else anyway. So if you want to take care of me, I'm gonna put myself first, and I'm gonna pour into me and love on me in 2020.
That's good. That's good. What about you, Kim?
Definitely. I've pretty much started that, loving on me, and just waking up thankful every day. And when I do wake up, I'll be like, hello, gorgeous. And she say, hey, girl, how you doing today? So, and just taking, like you say, just loving on me, because I didn't love on me for a while, and not feeling guilty of you know, bragging on me. I mean, just, you know, worried about what people gonna say. Oh, she too much. Girl, you're not enough. You know, I'm not gonna worry about all of that. All of that chatter that used to make me second guess. You know, was I doing too much? Was I too cute? Girl, no. So I'm just gonna be me and happy in my space, you know, because at the end of the day, I'm with me 24/7. If I don't like me, we're not gonna have a good time. And I say we because I'm Team Gemini. This two of us I'm dealing with. So. But just love on me. Continue to I've always had a love for people, and I'm not saying I'm perfect.
Loving on you. I mean, one of the things that I'm definitely gonna do in 2026 is set boundaries. Oftentimes, I haven't had enough boundaries to where people will overstep unless you're firm in where your boundaries are. And my boundaries in 2026 moving forward is I'm going to put me and my family first.
Yes.
Business is going to be a business. However, I'm going to take time. I'm going to set boundaries. I will not receive phone calls after a certain amount of time. You cannot call me on certain days. You can't do certain things because people take advantage of that.
Yes.
Because you're an entrepreneur and don't understand when you were on an 8 to 5, you don't want your boss calling after 5 o'clock.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Those are the things that I'm going to set. And then also I'm going to live. I'm going to vacation. I'm going to, because yes, we are supposed to work, but we're also supposed to live life. Exactly. And I don't want to get 80, 90 years old if the Lord says the same. And I look back on my life and I didn't do anything but work, but hustle. Those are the things. And that comes with being intentional.
Right.
Allowing God to be who he is. Exactly. And if my feet are not supposed to be there, I won't be. Right? If I'm not supposed to be attached, I won't be attached. Because those are the things I'm just looking at. People are just leaving here and they're leaving here without living a life.
Yes.
And, I just want to make sure that that's not me. So I'm going to take care of family first. I decided to be obedient and move to a whole new city.
Yes.
And just
David being messy, Mika.
What did he say?
He being messy.
So that's what my 2026 moving forward is. You know what? Quiet the whole time until it needed to pop up. But so that's my 2026. That's my 2026 and moving forward. I'm just happy that God is allowing me to be at peace. I'm just getting that, and I'm gonna bask in the goodness of God and what He has done for me so far and what He has planned for me. So that's what so y'all, if you in the comments, tell us what is your change for 2026? What are the things that you are going to do that you said, you know what, I didn't do it right in 2025, but 2026 I'm going to do it differently. What are some goals? And I'm not just talking about weight goals. I'm talking about real internal goals that you have for yourself. Because guess what? Like David said, I'm going to hold on to this live and we're going to come back and hold you accountable. Lives only stay up now for 30 days. So David, you may just want to screen record and hold on to it. But yes, because one thing that we want to do is we want to grow as individuals. Like, we want to grow in business, but you want to grow in yourself.
And personal,
personal growth as well. So Miss Eartha said, my 2025 experience has been a breakout year. I've always been a behind the scene beast at organizing and helping others to shine in what they do. I'm on the front line now, unbothered about others.
Yes.
I am I walk now in my purpose and remaining open to continue growing. I learned that everyone they say they are for you are not with you. I had to leave some behind. I have learned to not always be available to everyone.
Say that.
Myself so that I had nothing left for me. I say no, I can't now. I now trust myself and what I hear in the inner man and respond. I am okay that I don't do all things right the first time. Now I don't quit and I keep trusting, and my responses has changed because my perspective has changed. My life is a connection to my world, and that has made a difference because in all I follow the same principle, and the end result is being a kingdom builder.
Girl,
God connected me with some people that has poured into me, and yes, the oil has been activated.
Baby, pass the plate.
Mika, you are now the God sent, and the new oil through you is providing more needed resources. And I'm confident at finishing 2025 strong and ready for 2026. Come on, Miss Eartha.
Come on, Nadra.
Come on, Miss Eartha. Absolutely. I'm excited about Miss Eartha because Miss Eartha.
That's Eartha, okay.
Miss Eartha and so many of you who have grown. And I'm excited about Business Besties, y'all. There's
Yes.
so much that's taking place in 2026 that I can't wait to share. But we are going up on another level. We're going up on another level.
Yeah.
But before we get out of here, we got to tell y'all about the upcoming events. We got to also tell y'all how you can stay connected to us, because listen, we own the road, and this train is trucking.
Yes, sir.
We are going. We're excited about next week. Listen, we may do a drawing to have somebody on with us next week. If you are on the live today, and we're gonna put you in a drawing, we'll put your name in the drawing. Comment me in the comments if you would like to be in a drawing to be on the Morning Tea Radio Show next week and rock with us on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, as we're preparing for turkey and family and all of the things. We're gonna have a good conversation. So type me in the chat for next Wednesday. But also, y'all, so Kim, tell us what you got coming up.
All right, the holiday experience, December the 13th from 11 to 2 at 5751 Greenhouse. Come on out. There's going to be some amazing vendors. We're going to have Santa going to come by and see the kids, bring the men. We're going to have a fashion show. We're going to have treats. It's going to be amazing. Come on out. Follow
Saturday,
me.
December 13th. Yeah. What's the time?
11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And how can they? We'll put the flyer in the chat for everybody. We want everybody to come out. She also has an opportunity for you if you come out on that Saturday.
Absolutely.
As well. So what about you, Rebecca? What you got?
I've been getting so much buzz about this Unmute Yourself challenge. So many people say they missed it. They resolution going into next year to be more visible. So we're going to get it started before next year. I'm dropping one more challenge before the new year. This is going to be the Unmute Yourself Visibility Challenge. All 2026. We are getting at her. We're putting our faces in the place. And if you're an introvert, if you're shy, if you don't know how to do that, wait for the link to drop. We're doing this before January the 1st because we're going to be ready January. So we're doing another 5-day challenge. Unmute Yourself, the Visibility Challenge. And the link will drop soon, as well as I'm also dropping a 30-day audio series of Get Out Your Own Way. Sometimes you just need that boost. You need that push, and you're going to hear it from me every day for 30 days in your ear on your audio series. So I'm going to give you 2 affirmations a day, and I'm going to give you an audio motivation that you can carry with you all day. Listen to it all day. Each day, you'll get one of those from me. So that will be dropping this week as well.
Come on. Setting you up for the future, setting you up for 2026. You're gonna unmute, and then those affirmations, just all of the things. And if y'all haven't noticed by now, we truly want to help people grow and succeed internally in business, and just being able to get out of the backyard and come to the front yard.
Come to the front.
And always.
It's room at the top.
Yeah. Come on. I wanted to read this and I'm going to read it because I've seen so much growth in this individual since they've done the Unmute Challenge and then also the 60-day brand level up. Nedra is on YouTube, and she said, I have learned to get out of my own way, listen to God, and life is short. Start living for me and not everyone else.
I know that's right, Nedra.
All right,
Nedra, because Nedra has been working extremely hard.
She has.
2026 is going to be absolutely amazing. So excited about that. So listen, what I have coming up, I only have one thing. And that is the Business Bestie holiday event that's taking place on December the 12th. We're going to be at Calendar's Lounge. I will be in Houston, Texas. We have now 61 people who have registered to attend. So listen, just come to Calendar's Lounge. We're going to be there from 6 to 9. We're going to fellowship. We're going to have a good time. They got food trucks. They have music. We're just going to bring in in 2025 with fellowship, networking, socially having a good time. Yes, we all are in business, but we are ending it with having a good time, enjoying life. Business is going to be Saturday at Kim's event. But of course, we're networking and of course, getting to see each other face to face. And if you've never been to a Business Bestie event, you're missing out. You're missing out. A good time. We also going to celebrate with our sister Trina, who we love so dearly. We're going to celebrate with her. I know it's going to be a hard weekend, but we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate with her. So we have that. And then also Black Friday. Listen, If you have not subscribed to MikaDiamondInc.com, subscribe because you may have a surprise this week. So subscribe. All of those who are subscribed will be able to get the information before it hits the social media platforms, because I'm being intentional in 2026 and everybody can't come. Everybody can't come. So we being selective. So subscribe to my website, www.MikaDiamondInc.com. Next week, we're going to have so much more on the morning tea. We're getting excited about Wednesday. We may find us a man, see what David not cooking, if he can hop on and we can be on the show together. But if you want to be on the show, comment me. We're going to put you in a drawing for you to join us next Wednesday, same place, same time, same location. Y'all tell them how to follow y'all, and then we'll be out.
You can follow me. You can follow me at Kimberly Powell, Powell, at Facebook for now.
And Rebecca Davis at Rebecca Davis on all platforms at Rebecca Davis.
All right, y'all. So y'all make sure that y'all stay connected. We'll be back. Same place, same time, same location right here on the Morning Tea Radio Show. Next week, 7:00 a.m. Share the live. Comment. Let us know you was in the room. And we'll be so excited to see y'all next week. Have an amazing Wednesday. We'll see y'all later.
Bye. Good night. Goodbye.
Okay, I'm ending the stream. Kim done logged out.